As a business handset, the Nokia E55 is focused mainly on messaging and contacts and things like that, different PIM functions. So as you can see on the main screen here, we've got the calendar showing all your upcoming appointments. And then above that, we've got our two different email accounts that we've got set up on this phone. As you can see here, it's actually showing us how many unread messages are in each account. So the mobile phone account's got none, and the Google Mail account's got 9. That's quite handy because you can just go straight into that just by clicking on it, and you can actually look through and see which messages you've not read, and you can actually minimise and maximise by the day, which is quite handy as well. So it's quite a nice email system. As you can go up to the top here and take a look at all the different inbox, outbox, and your drafts and such. Flip between your different mail accounts as well. So it's quite a nice email experience on the E55. You choose to sort how you sort the messages as well, which is quite handy. So we just pop back and write a new message. I can just show you what that's like. Just go and create there. We can search by both first name and surname. So if we just put C for the first name and then you press a space, so the phone knows that the next bit you type in is for the surname. So we've got C space K. If we go add, as you can see that brings up Clark Kent, and we can just add his number there quite happily. And then as the phone's got only 2 letters per key, writing a message, pretty simple. It gets most words straight off without having to search through. So you can see here it's pretty quick to type with, and I'm not that great on it so far. So it's a pretty good experience on messaging. I prefer a full QWERTY keyboard, but obviously this device is quite slim, so if you had a full QWERTY keyboard it would be a lot wider than it is. So we've got the web browser loaded up now, and this is the mobile version of the mobile phone page, quite basic. We're actually running on the Wi-Fi connection here because this device has Wi-Fi and 3G as well, and also has HSDPA and HSUPA, so it's pretty quick on the web. I'm just going to click on the full HTML version of the mobile phone site, and as you can see it loads up very quickly with all the images and bits and pieces as well. So it's quite a nice quick experience, and we can also zoom in and out and do various things with different shortcuts on the keypad. Which is quite handy. If we go into the options, you can actually see all the different keypad shortcuts for doing things like zooming in and out and going back and viewing full screen and that. So it's quite a nice experience overall to use the web browser. Obviously not quite as good as maybe with a touchscreen device, but considering it's not a touchscreen device, it actually works pretty well. You get this mini map view to help you navigate the page, and you get this nice bookmark view as well. So if we go back, you get the nice history view that actually shows you the full pages that you've just visited, so you can pick which page you want to look at and then just click and go. So it's quite a nice experience on the internet browser as well, and as you can see the actual the Wi-Fi networks that are available from this little bit that comes up on the home screen as well, which again can be turned on and off along with the search function. The Nokia business devices now tend to have this switch mode as well, so you can actually switch between business mode, which is this mode, and then maybe have a personal mode for the weekend. And you can have different setups, different email accounts, and different shortcuts and things like that. So that's quite handy as well if you've got a phone that you use for both business in the week and also for weekend as well. As a business device, it's always handy to have some sort of navigation feature on the phone. And Nokia have happily loaded their OV Maps application. This allows you to have both walking and also driving directions for navigation. And you can also see the map in satellite view and even sort of a 3D view as well, which is quite nice. If we just try and find that, you can actually see sort of a 3D view of the map. So it's a pretty nice application. There's GPS built in to allow it to position you by itself, find your position quite easily. And there's even a digital compass as well, so that when you turn the phone it can actually follow the direction you're pointing to navigate you on foot. So overall quite a nice application, quite handy if you're a salesman out and trying to make calls and find different places. Alongside the E55's business functions, there's also plenty of multimedia functions. As you can see, we've got the gallery here, and actually you can view videos and stuff on the phone as well. We've also got some different web functions, so all of you like to stay in contact with Facebook or MySpace, that's all preloaded as well. And you can also even watch YouTube straight from the link there too. You can also download new applications on the phone using Nokia's Ovi service or the download service. And there's also files on Ovi, which allows you to access files from your PC on the phone and then send them on, email them on and such. You've also got Messenger on here, and I've loaded a Twitter application on as well, so you can even get Twitter on this handset. And there's a few different games in the Engage Games application there too. So it's a pretty nice handset for doing all you want to do. The camera's not great, but it's good enough for most business users. It's just a shame it hasn't got autofocus. As you can see, we go into the download thing here, and we can download various different applications, such as the weather application, different things like that. And there's new themes and stuff as well in there, different utilities and graphics. So it's a pretty nice handset overall in terms of multimedia as well. Just obviously not quite as powerful a camera as on a lot of recent phones. But that's the Nokia E55. I'm Russ Jeffers from mobilewind.com.